Good morning, everyone. We are here to present our group project on construction safety. And our group members are Adira Tandi, myself, Muhammad Faiz, Nimesh Prabhukumar, Shahina Mudri, Sagar Subhash Kumar. The effective safety management is very important in construction industry. The construction field is a high risk in case of safety. And the purpose of the project is to demonstrate our group knowledge and understanding of the scope of construction safety. In this project, we also explain the roles and responsibilities of owner, supervisor, and contractor in terms of safety, and also explain what training and PPs are required for different trades working on the site. For that purpose, we select a residential building on the Toronto, Ontario. And the functional requirement of this residential building is to provide a structurally sound and environmentally controlled house for the occupants, to protect the occupants and their belongings. And some of the assumptions we taken for this project are: the residential building is located on the Toronto, Ontario, and the proprietor has no building experience. Different trades are open depending on the structural contract. Number of workers is 50, with a minimum of 6 people employed at any given time in particular shifts. Soil testing and environmental test evaluation are needed for the project, and etc. This is project delivery system. The project delivery system is a matrix organization which shows the contractual relationship between the parties involved. It defines the structure, relationship, roles, and responsibilities of different entities involved in a general sequence of activities to deliver the project. For this particular project, the construction management project delivery system is used, and the CM act as a representative of owner and supervise the entire project. It saves cost and time. The system involves owner, CM, contractor, architecture, supervisor or field engineer, construction administrator, safety officer, workers, etc. This is a particular organization structure, a flow chart of an organization structure of this particular project. In this structure, the owner is above, owner is at the top, and then comes the CM. The owner has no building experience, so CM take the main role. And it is in construction management structure system. It applies a contract-based management system. So the CM controls everything and they has the high authority. The architecture, contractor, and design manager, construction administrator all comes under CM. And architecture have sub-consultant, contractor have subcontractors, and construction administrator have superintendent and field. And that's all for my topic, and this will be taken by Shafi. Thank
you. Good morning, everyone. I'm myself Shahina Mudrey. I'm going to the topic of roles and responsibilities. And the first is a contractor. According to OHSA, if the workers is more than 5, we want to appoint a supervisor as a representative of contractor to supervise the work. If it is between the 5 to 20, means the number of workers in between 5 to 20, and to select a health and safety representative to ensure the safety of workers. And the contractor want to send a notice of project to the Ministry of Labor and keep a copy of all employer approved registration. And he want to develop a written emergency procedure and post them on site. And the contractor want to make sure that all the workers and subcontractors know what they are and they are following them. And a contractor want to ensure ready access to telephone, two-way radio, or other system in the event of an emergency. And he want to report a fatality, critical injury, or other prescribed incidents such as critical injury to the MOL. And since the workers are working at the risk of vehicular traffic, the contractor should develop a traffic protection plan which specifies the traffic hazards and measures to protect the workers. And traffic control devices such as barriers, barricade, warning signs, etc. should be provided on the site by the contractor. And the second one is owner. The duty of owner to ensure and spend money for the safety and regulations prescribed in OHSA, provide and maintain all prescribed equipment, material, and protect devices. Take every precaution reasonable in the circumstances for the protection of workers. If this number of workers is more than 5, the owner should appoint a supervisor to ensure the safety of workers. And he want to provide training to the workers in safe handling of equipment and practice to be followed in the site. And the third one is supervisor or a field engineer. Field engineer, that workers should use protective equipment such as traffic safety, vest, helmet, gloves, etc. And he want to advise workers about actual or potential health and safety hazards. And a supervise and provide guidance to the workers regarding safety policies, and analyze, collect evidence, and submit report regarding hazards in the job site. That's all about my topic. And the next topic will present by my friend. Thank you.
Thank you, Shahina. Hello, I'm Adra Thampi, and I'm continuing the roles and responsibilities of our project. So next is the project manager. The project manager is responsible for inspecting the workplace and maintaining the safety and the health of the workers. And also, while preparing the bid, he is responsible to ensure that the safety rules and requirements are included in the bid package. And also, the project manager should revise the safety policies periodically and modify it if necessary. That's all about the important duties of project manager. Next is the duties of workers. The workers should take care of themselves. During the work time, they have to wear the safety equipments, and also they are responsible to maintain the safety equipments in a good condition. And in our project, there are so many moving equipments and so on. And also there is a vehicular movement in our work. So if the workers are dealing with the moving equipment, they have to train in that operation. And also if they feel that the operation of such machines cause any difficulty to others, they have to, or any harm to others, they have to immediately stop the work. And another important responsibility of worker is to participate in the safety committee. The number of workers in our project is 5 to 20. So they should select one representative from the workers to the safety committee, and they continuously should participate in the meeting without any without any disruption. Next is the duties of a safety officer. The safety officer should assess and identify the hazards in the job site, and also he is responsible to plan and implement and also monitor the health and safety policies in the work site. And if there is a requirement for the training for workers, the safety officer should prepare and conduct that training. And also it is the duty of the safety officer to ensure that all workers are using safety protective equipment, and if they found that it is not they are not using, he should compel them to use it, and also tell them to obey safety rules and regulations in the work. And also, if there is any work which cause any hazards or harm to others, the safety officer should supervise the work from the beginning till the end. That's all about the roles and responsibilities in this project. Next is the risk assessment. We know that risk assessment is very important for every project because starting a project, we have to assess the risk and should take precautions to avoid the risk and hazards to the workers. So the risk assessment is nothing that analyze the various risks associated in this project, how they are affecting the workers, how we can prevent that, and also some precautions and equipments that we are using in this work. All are discussed here. That's all about my presentation. The remaining section will be handled by my teammate. Thank you.
Thank you, Adra, to give us an idea about risk assessment. So myself, Sagar Sudarshana Kumar, and I'm going to take you to the whole topic of the risk assessment topic, which includes the causes of the risk and the affected by the people who are getting affected by. And the first thing is the slips and trips, which are most common in the construction site, which is basically caused due to less friction between foot and floor and trailing electrical cables in construction material. Usually people tend to slip over that wires, and workers, site supervisors, and electricians, site engineers are usually affected by this kind of risk. And the second one is the fall from height. Usually this kind of risk happen for the workers. They usually, they don't prefer to wear all these gadgets, so they usually tend to fall under this risk. And losing balance also may cause such a serious result. And the people affected are workers and site supervisors, and collision with the moving workers. This thing is usually don't happen because due to the mistake from the driver perspective, but actually it also due to some other perspectives like no warning signs and no people to control the traffic, and also no emergency requirements like the beeping sound and the red light, red rounding light at the vehicle. And the people are like workers, site supervisors, etc. And struck by fallen objects. These are usually happen to people who are not aware about the construction projects, like the visitors, and also happen happen due to not putting on a helmet and other safety jackets. It is also affected by workers and site supervisors. And striking against fixed or stationary object, this is happening, and the danger of electricity. These struck by fallen object and the striking against a fixed or stationary object, these risks usually happen for the people who are not aware about the site plan and the construction project. Actually, the visitors, I already told you that the visitors usually tend to fall under this category. And the danger of electricity, the contact with electric wires without safety precautions, and people like horse playing in the site, they usually tend to become unaware, vulnerable to electricity. And the climatic condition, which is a big thing, particularly especially in Canada. During the winter season, the construction is a halt at that time, but people tend to do work illegally also. So they tend to go under certain risk like slipping, and all these winter affected risks happen. And the vibration and risk in excavation. The vibration is like using a machine which has a high vibration frequency, and people are damaged to their body parts, like the ankle and the tennis elbow, like that. And also standing on a vibrating floor for excessive time may also causes slip and fall, or fall from height, basically for workers. And the risks in excavation. Excavation is I think it's a risky part in construction. Usually people tend to deep down 3, 4, 5, 6 meters, and they usually cautious about the lack of oxygen. Most people don't get cautious, but some are getting cautious, and they become unconscious and fall at that depth. These things happen mostly due to unaware of the soil capacity and no detailed study about the soil properties, etc. And the next topic is the safety plan. Safety plans are the document to identify various hazards or risks that could cause harm to the workers and other personnel on the workplaces. Policies and procedures to prevent accidents and outlines the steps to be taken in the accident occurs. People affected by these risks, the personal protective equipment needed for the identified risk activities. So it also explains about the risk, people affected by these risks, and personal protective PPE kits, and the identified risk activities. It also ensures that all these insurance and all the benefits that can get after a risk is happened to that particular person. So this will be taken by Nimesh. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Saga, for giving us an idea about what is a safety plan. My name is Nimesh Gobumar, and I'll be giving out the safety plan related to every identified risk for this particular project. So the first identified risk, slips and trips hazards, and safety plan is proper wiring of electrical cables, proper stacking of construction materials at the safe place, providing adequate signs, personal protective equipment is one of the important safety plans. So PPE provided for this is shoes with slip resistant soles, safety helmets or hard hats, and safety gloves. Another one is fulcrumite, which is an important hazard to know about, and the safety plan is inspection by a competent person, providing edge protection, toe boards to meet standard requirements, for protection harness and lanyards, and providing work at height training and stable working platform like mobile scaffold or mobile elevated work platform. And the PPE required are safety helmets or hard hats, safety boots, goggles, for protection harness and lanyard, and gloves. So in the next slide, we'll take a look at fall protection safety gear. So in this we have hard hat, safety glasses, construction vests, gloves, fall protection harness, and in the right side figure you can see how the lanyard is fitted with the shock absorber. And next one is collision with moving vehicles. So the safety plan is providing adequate barriers with warning signs, identifying clear walkways, providing reflective jackets, and clear signposting. Like the PPE required for them are safety helmets, safety boots, and night reflecting jackets for workers working during the night to make them visible to the coming vehicles. So, and next one is struck by falling objects. So areas should be marked and clearly indicated where there is a chance of objects falling, and adequate PPE should be provided. Provision of information, instruction, training, and supervision should be provided. So the PPE required are safety helmets or hard hats, safety boots, goggles, and gloves. So next one is striking against fixed or stationary objects. In a workplace should be good illuminated workplace. Adequate training should be provided on this risk. Enforcing the use of adequate PPE is an important thing. Proper site housekeeping should be done. And the PPE required are safety helmets or hard hats, safety gloves, safety boots, and safety goggles. And next one is danger of electricity. So the safety plan includes providing ELCB or RCD according to choice in the workplace, and more electrical circuits to prevent overloading of a particular circuit. So training and awareness programs should be provided, and installation of the wires and cables on site to reduce the danger of electricity. So the next one is the PPE required are safety glasses with side shields, face masks or shields, insulating gloves to prevent the danger from electricity. Steel-toed boots or dielectric footwear should be provided. And the next one is identified risk is noise risk. And the safety plan includes eliminating or reducing the noise at source, providing barriers to reduce the intensity of noise, and limiting duration and exposure to the noise by the workers. Provision of PPE should be provided like earmuffs and earplugs, and the quality equipment and machinery should be provided on site, which reduces up to an extent the noise risk. So next is climatic conditions. We'll be taking as climatic conditions are cold climatic conditions. So hot refuges must be provided for the workers, and adequate winter gadgets should be provided. Frequent rest breaks and job rotation is very important to reduce the effect of climatic conditions on workers. So the PPE required are winter jackets, gloves, winter boots, and goggles. So next one is the commonly used PPE around the construction site. The first one is safety boot. We can see an ear plug and ear muff being provided, and safety gloves, safety goggles, and hard hat or a safety helmet, and the last one is an overall. So these are the references, and thank you guys for your attention, and I hope that you guys got a clear picture of what is a risk assessment and a safety plan. Thank you.